Ben Simmons was supposed to be the next big thing. Elite size, elite defense, and the vision of a point guard. But instead of dominating the league, he's become the poster boy for wasted potential. From passing up on open dunks to vanishing in the playoffs. Today, we're breaking down how Ben Simmons went from future superstar to one of the biggest frauds in the NBA. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today we're starting a new series off called the NBA Fraud Files, where we'll be tapping into every NBA player that had major potential and major hype coming into the league, but lived up to be a fraud. And our first victim today is Ben Simmons. Now, before I get to the bad stuff about Simmons, and trust me, there's a lot of bad, I gotta start him off. We gotta start off with the rise of Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons went to Montverde. Now, if all my hoopers out there know, nigga, if you hoop at Montverde, you're cold. You're supposed to go somewhere. You're definitely going D1. And that's exactly what Ben Simmons showed everybody. I ain't gonna lie. He was hooping. He averaged 28 points a game, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Nigga, looking at this, if I didn't go to the games, I would think he's Jordan. He's Jordan in high school. He's on that type of level. He could have went straight from high school to the NBA if I seen these stats. Being ranked #1 in the country, niggas knew Ben Simmons was gonna do something with this hooping shit. But the question was, could he do this shit past the high school level? And all that would be answered when he decided to take his talents to LSU, nigga. Once Ben Simmons stepped down at LSU, my nigga, it was just like high school to him. I ain't gonna lie, nobody was stopping the nigga.
Hey! Come on, man! That's too easy!
Nigga, Ben Simmons was averaging 19, 12, and 5 a game.
What the fuck?
He was treating these niggas like they was 12 years old and he was 25. And he didn't stop right there. He won SEC Rookie of the Year and won as a SEC All Freshman. So everybody's looking, this nigga's gonna be something in the NBA. And see everybody, including the Philadelphia 76ers, who drafted him #1 overall in 2016. Now that we got the rise out of the way, we're now in the NBA with Ben Simmons. And this is where we start to see some potential of him being one of the greatest, if not top 3 greatest point guards of all time. Now listen. The nigga didn't play his first year. Right when he got drafted in 2016, that nigga did not play that next year. Nigga, he had a bone fracture. Nigga, he comes into the next season, which is technically his 2nd year, but they're considering it his rookie year. He comes in and he still shows the same shit he was doing in high school. Manning the floor, being a 6'10" point guard. Everybody in the league thought he was a generational talent. You know, with the size, the speed, the elite court vision. Niggas was calling him Magic Johnson 2.0. That year, Ben Simmons wins Rookie of the Year. He also becomes a 2-time All-Star, and he signs a $177 million max contract with the Philadelphia 76ers. Nigga, his first few years in the league was perfect. Ben Simmons was living the life. Life was good for him. Until it all came crashing down. Now look. Even though life was good for Ben Simmons, this nigga was getting that bag, playing basketball, doing shit, niggas talking good about him in the press. There was one red flag that we were all ignoring while this shit was going on. The nigga refused to shoot the ball. Like, it was bad, bro. It wasn't even that Ben Simmons couldn't shoot. He wouldn't even try to shoot. Like, the nigga was full on allergic to jumpers. This shit would just make him sick if he even attempted or even thought about shooting a 3-pointer. Teams literally backed off of this nigga like he had some type of infectious disease. Like, nigga, if you touched him or guarded him, nigga, you would get the ability to not shoot anymore neither. Teams was backing off of Ben Simmons like he just wasn't a threat to the niggas. Cause in all honesty, he wasn't. You can do everything else on the court, but are scared to shoot the damn ball. You're getting paid $177 million. And you can't put a circular orange ball into an orange rim from a certain distance. Gang, everybody in the league, they figured this shit out. Then they started backing off of this nigga, and then his numbers just steadily started dropping until it came to the 2021 NBA playoffs. Now, coming into the 2021 NBA playoffs, the Philadelphia 76ers was ranked first in the East. Nigga, they should have went all the way to the championship looking at this shit straightforward. Number one in the East, you should be dominated. You should dominate your conference.
Is that dick good? Yes, kid. How good is that dick? Oh, how good is that dick?
They'd make quick work of the Washington Wizards. I mean, who gives a damn about them sorry ass niggas? Then they get to the conference semis against the Atlanta Hawks. Now, Atlanta is giving them a good fight for their money. They get them all the way to Game 7. You know, hard fought victories on both sides. Now, Game 7 is played in Philadelphia. And the fans are going to be on, it's going to be a very reckless havoc arena. Because if you know Philadelphia sports, these niggas are ride or die. Like, they take this shit to the grave. This is serious for them niggas. So you know they're going to be cheering hard. Game 7 versus the Hawks. The Sixers need a bucket. Simmons drives. Wide open lane. Oh, he's finna dunk this bitch.
Hell no. To the no.
He passes. This moment right here broke Philly, broke his teammates, and broke any remaining faith that the NBA had in him as a player. Nigga, it even got to the own point where his own coach ain't even want to give this nigga the ball. He didn't give a fuck what Ben Simmons was thinking. His own coach didn't believe him anymore. And from that moment on, Ben Simmons disappeared. Now, with every fraud that comes along in the NBA, there's always some excuses that mount up to it. Oh, he wasn't blah, 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 blah. He didn't have a good team. Mental health. Now look, mental health is serious. And Simmons claimed he wasn't mentally ready to play, which, you know, in some cases could be all right. But while other injured stars show up to support their teams when they were, you know, going through some shit, this nigga Ben Simmons was out here doing Fashion Week appearances and flexing on Instagram. Nigga, who the fuck wants to be wearing what you got on? Nigga, look at this shit. This shit, nigga, if I ever see you copying a Ben Simmons fit, you should be banished from this planet. You should get knocked off. There's no reason you should be copying this nigga. He don't even want to play basketball, and that's his damn job. He sat out an entire season. He then got traded to Brooklyn. And then the nigga sat out again. He didn't even try to play for Brooklyn. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't even blame him. And every time we thought he'd make a comeback, he was either injured or posting highlight reels from empty gyms. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If you know, you know. Ben Simmons in an off season in an empty gym blowing open runs is literally the greatest basketball player besides LeBron to touch a court, bro. He every time you see like a clip of him online appear of him in the empty gym doing open runs, you think, oh, he's gonna come back next season, he's gonna average 30. He don't play next season. He's a fraud. Now in 2025, Ben Simmons is still technically in the league, but now he's a shell of his former self. No confidence, no shot, and no accountability. From a #1 pick to a max contract to whatever the fuck this is, Ben Simmons went from being the future of the league to one of its biggest frauds. Now look, I ain't gonna knock the nigga. The talent was always there, but the mindset, the work ethic, the willingness to grow, that's what just separates stars from busts. And Ben Simmons, that nigga wasn't hungry enough. Let me know in the comments, is Ben Simmons the biggest fraud in recent NBA history? Or is there still hope for this nigga to come out of his bag? Don't forget to like, sub, and hit that motherfucking subscribe button.
Oh, you in that spot. You in that spot. Oh, fuck.